And I say I cannot believe that people can work on this with this tool.
I can imagine that this was an uphill battle.
In general, legals are against risk. So be humble but be strong at the same time. It's not an easy job. I think that in this moment, the most important thing is not to do the right choice, but it's really important not to do the wrong one.
Would you say there's a cost of doing nothing?
If you make the wrong decision, you can completely cut it off from the market. For example, a wrong solution today is not evaluate AI.
Welcome to Return on Intelligence, the podcast of the Bridge Legal Group, where we speak with the shakers and makers of the legal tech industry. Today with me is Marco Farina. He's the CEO and founder of Logol. Marco, I already mentioned I have to read down your qualifications. You are a computer scientist and you hold an MBA. You are a 9-time Microsoft MVP on AI.
Correct. Yeah.
What does it, MVP is most valuable player? Or?
Professional.
Okay, very good. And you are also awarded MBA Entrepreneur of the Year. You won that last year. I think I saw that on LinkedIn. Congratulations.
Yeah, in London.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what interests me the most is you founded Logol in 2017, right? And you offer legal tech products amongst other products. So what actually motivated you to get into the field of legal tech or to launch a product that addresses the needs of lawyers?
Yeah. So basically, at the beginning of our company, we were in the field of digital transformation. So where our idea was to help companies to work with more efficient product, AI and cloud-based already in 2017. And doing some project of digitalization, we found that lawyers at that moment work with very old style products, like 1980 when I was born, more or less. And I say I cannot believe that people can work on this with this tool. Yeah. Also considering what I saw as MVP, I'm once per year in Redmond in Microsoft, and basically we see what will happen in the next 3-5 years, more or less. So I say, no, that's something that cannot happen. So there is a huge gap between what they could really do and the tool that they are using every day. So we decided to develop a tool for them in order to help them to work in a better way. That's why it was more by opportunity in terms of sector, but our idea on the new way of work was very clear in our mind.
So in 2017, artificial intelligence was not yet a topic, right? It started, I think, in the general perception in 2023 when ChatGPT was launched. Were you early on aware of the opportunities that AI would present to lawyers and to your business as well? Or was that something that developed over time?
No, it was very clear already in 2018. I remember that during our first presentation of EFFE, we already presented in 2019, beginning of 2019, the first integration of OpenAI services.
In 2019
Nobody knew.
already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And lawyers were like surprised. But, in Switzerland was not easy because they were scared about cloud, not even AI. They were scared about cloud. So it was not an easy step to convince them to go into the cloud because we were the first player in Switzerland, like to suggest this kind of solution. And was not an easy job.
I can imagine that this was an uphill battle
Yeah.
and still is. What do you think are the reasons why law firms still today struggle a bit with legal tech adoption and the implementation of new technologies, not just AI, but I think even topics that are before AI, like general digitalization tools that help them in their daily work?
I think that it depends basically on two different reasons. So the first one is that in general, legals are against risk. So they prefer to better understand things before to adopt them. But I think that this part is already solved by the big force of what is happening in terms of AI. They understand that it's something that they must accept. Doesn't matter if they understand or not. But now there is another problem that is basically inside the structure of the law firm, where there is not like a decision, like how do you say, like a common decision process in place. Mm-hmm. It's more than every partner wants to be like the first woman in the game, mm-hmm. and they think that everybody has the best, point of view.
Yeah.
This kind of structure is a little bit against the decision process inside the law firm. So because it's slow, no, they have this kind of committee where they have to agree all together, and it's blocked a little bit the adoption.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The structure of law firms themselves. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense, actually. What I also find very interesting about your solution, L, is that it early on had this platform thinking. So for me, the question is, how do you at the moment see the current legal tech market, which is very strongly fractured by single use case products?
Yeah. So I know that this, idea could come from the fact that I want to defend my company, but it's not. Mm-hmm. So you're right. From the beginning, we invested in one integrated platform for a lot of reasons. And now in the market, there are thousands of fragmented solutions. Yeah. I would say that now with the hype of AI, 90% of them are simple standard LLM that you can find in the market, with just an interface. Nice wrapper around that you can build in 1 month. And law firm, they are, we must have AI, so they try everything. They try for 1 month because the companies offer like a trial free of charge, but they can show somewhere that they have user. Then after 1 month, there is another one, so the law firm switch on that. And I think that this game will terminate soon in a matter of 1-2 years. Everything will be understood very well by the companies. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. But this also brings me to the next topic, because the legal tech market is a global market. It's also players from the US or Legora from the EU, which is also entering Switzerland and has customers in Switzerland. And you are currently expanding to Germany. So maybe you can share your thoughts on the global legal tech market as well with us.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. So there are companies like Legora, but Arve as well, where they are not backed, but they are leveraging Arve, especially on technology of Microsoft in terms of a large language model, delivered through OpenAI for sure. And that's an approach. So I think that these companies, they have a chance to go ahead with their approach. Small startup, no, they will disappear. But we have a little bit a different approach, because we start with our platform from not a pure AI point of view, because basically we have an ERP as an DMS as our base of our platform. So we prefer to embed directly AI on specific processes inside a more traditional platform, I would say, no? Yeah. Because an ERP is something that Arve doesn't have, Legora, they don't have. So we are a little bit on a different approach compared to them. Mm-hmm. And my view is that this big player will destroy the small startup for sure. And from like ERP and DMS point of view, I don't know. I mean, I bet on ourselves, but I don't know.
Very good. And why did you choose Germany for your expansion?
So Germany is 10 times the market of Switzerland. When we started with our business from day zero, we had to be ready in 3 languages plus English, so Italian, German, and French for Switzerland. It means that L is ready in Switzerland, delivery process are ready in German, delivery process are ready in German, and our people is also German speaking. So it's like a natural evolution, Germany for us, no? Yeah. Why Germany and not France? Because we saw that we have more opportunity in Germany. They are more like Switzerland 5 or 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. So very old platform in the market. And it's a business opportunity for us.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's also interesting that you say that they are 5 to 6 years behind the Swiss.
So we are 5 to 6 years in terms of cloud adoption and age of ERP and DMS. From AI point of view, no, they are curious, but for example, for integration and digitalization, integration with the court, for example, they are more advanced.
They're more advanced.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, for sure.
And Austria, how would you see that market? Because I also sense that Austria is quite far when it comes to the courts, the judicial services. They have a corporate ledger that's already public where you can file everything. They already had that 10 years ago. But also in sense of cloud, ERP, they're a bit behind, just out of interest.
No, if I have to be honest, for us is... I mean, I cannot say that it's not an interesting market, but every market has peculiarities, Germany as well. So you cannot approach 10 markets at the same time. Now we are focused on Germany. For sure, Austria could be an opportunity for a matter of language, but it's not priority for us.
If you say the peculiarities of the certain markets, is there something special about the German market that comes to mind?
First of all, that I have to learn German because they want to speak in German.
Yeah, okay.
So it's something that I'm working on. But I would say that in general, it's really important when you want to innovate and you go in another market. First of all, you have to balance between be humble and but in some way to defend your ideas, because you have to be humble in order to understand a different culture, so different rules and way of thinking as well, and in some way you have to bring these things on your application. On the other side, there are things that you must defend. For example, new way of works, no? Maybe a lawyer say to you, no, we cannot work in this way. And you need to understand it's a real requirement or it's something that we can change. And so be humble, but be strong at the same time. It's not an easy job, but you have to do.
Do you also sense the influence from the big American law firms that are much stronger represented in Germany there?
What I see is that in some way the German branch of big global firms try to have like an independent solution. German based or at least European based.
Okay.
Yeah. They feel like the global solution forced by the global firm does not fit really the German requirement. That's what I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And beyond legal tech, you've now also launched a new product called EFFE.
Yeah.
EFFE. Is there a naming? Is there a reason behind the naming?
Yeah, there is. Also Logol. First of all, you can read both way. It's a palindrome words. Yeah, Logol and Logol, both way. L and F as well.
Yeah.
So why L? Long story. So Logol is reach a goal without A, with the logic.
Yeah.
And L is it's like my Italian root, no? L is the L letter in Italy.
Yeah.
L is called L, pronounced L. And it's the first word of legal. And F of finance. I know that the meaning of L in German is completely different because it's this bone.
Exactly.
But I didn't know when I said the name.
It's a very specific word. So.
Yeah, correct. So.
And it's also something that's not so common. So I think you're safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fair. But okay, back to EFFE. So wealth management and family offices are here the target, right? So it's more a financial management tool, or also your experience from the legal tech industry also went into EFFE?
So we have different modules inside EFFE.
Yeah.
One module is more for fiduciary tax advisor, consultants in the field of the finance that are very close to the needs of legal sector, because they sell consultancy. So they have to manage documents, to bill hours, etc. And so that's one module. Another module is, as you said, for wealth management and, ultranet. And here you have the capabilities to connect banks and other financial institutions to collect data. Then we have an engine that make a kind of a reconciliation of the data and can provide a view to the estate owners in terms of their wealth and the performance of their wealth.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah.
So I can connect it to the Bloomberg terminal and...
Yeah, you can. Basically, the point is that you acquire financial data from the institution, market data from providers. You combine all together, and you have a view in terms of snapshot of your wealth and performance of your wealth, like in an integrated platform.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah.
So you have just launched a new product. I've seen that you also got an investment from the holding that owns Campari, I think.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
Where is my drink?
we have water here.
We have water, right? But are there any more plans? Are you plan on expanding even further? You've grown very quickly in the past 5 years, I think from 4 to 50, over 50 employees, right?
Yeah. Now we have our branch in Germany.
Yeah.
Our expansion plan for the next year is based on 2 different axes. The first one is geographically. So that's why we are going in Germany with the legal product at this moment. And then horizontally on products that are close each other. For example, as I said, L is close to EFFE.
Yeah.
So we are targeting professional services, and expansion is geographically and by product.
Okay, very interesting. And so you are planning on also hiring more people, and you're going to stay in Switzerland, based in Switzerland with your HQ? Okay.
Yeah, we have. I'm based in Zug.
Yeah.
And I stay here now.
Okay, you like Zug?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, yeah. Very good, me too. If you're thinking, if you think that someone is watching this who is now thinking about buying a legal tech product or a fintech product, EFFE, I would say, is a fintech product, right?
It is.
What would be your recommendation to them as to how to select and implement a product?
You mean a possible prospect of...
Yeah. If you could advise them on how to choose something that suits them and their needs.
I have a little bit of bias here.
You're a bit biased, I get that.
Yeah, so I think that in this moment, the most important thing is not to do the right choice, because really we have several options on the table, but it's really important not to do the wrong one. And we have only few of wrong option. So for sure, cloud-based, 100%, no discussion here. Integrated, for me, it's really important because to get the best from AI, it's really mandatory to have an integrated platform. Also with agentic AI, it's also better. Also, if agentic could work with different systems, but the best is when they have just one system in place. And that for sure, a solution that is growing. Heraclitus, that is like a philosopher from Greek, said that the most constant things is change, because everything is changing every single moment, and you need that from a mindset point of view and product point of view, be able to accept these things, And so a solution that is like too much stable is not good.
Okay. I'd like to follow up on something that you said, that it's dangerous to choose the wrong tool. Would you say there's a cost of doing nothing, or would you say it's even worse? It's if you do nothing, but if you do the wrong thing, that's even worse.
So doing nothing depends on your current as is, because maybe you are already in the right solution. Now, my point is more that there is a train that is going to a very high speed, and but there are several trains. So if you make the wrong decision, you can completely cut it off from the market. For example, a wrong solution today is not evaluate AI. That's a wrong solution. So if you say, I don't believe in AI, I don't want to check AI or inform about myself about AI, that's a wrong decision. No? But if I want to adopt AI, there are a lot of good decisions that you could take. I don't have the oracolo, how do you say in Italy, no? So I don't know which is the right choice. But I would say big player for sure, because they have a capability in terms of investment that most small companies, they don't have. That's why we leverage a lot of Microsoft technology and a strong focus on AI.
Yeah. And where do you see AI going in the next 5 to 10 years?
So it's strange because it's not an easy question, but the point is 5 and 10 years can be completely different response. Because in 5 years, I think that, we can say that every companies will be impacted. In 10 years, probably business model will change. So from 5 to 10, there is already a huge difference, no? And that's a different compared to the past, because 20 years ago, saying what will happen in 5, 10 years, we can tell maybe the same things in 5 or 10. No, now from 5 to 10, there is a huge difference.
That's a huge difference. Yeah, the time frame was probably too long already, huh?
Yeah.
And you've also heard about Anthropic, who decided not to launch a new model because it was too good at pointing out cyber risks. Probably that was, I think, in the media this week. Do you think that this is something that we as a society will have to deal with in the near future of AI that's becoming too powerful for us?
That's 100%. But the point is also true that there is a huge hype now. So every news is amplified by 100%. And I think that there is also a lot of bar chat in internet. That's why I don't speak about AI anymore in LinkedIn. If you look my LinkedIn, you'll find like silent, because there is too much noise. Yeah. And I prefer to stay ahead and work on that instead of speak of that.
Makes sense. Very good. Thank you, Marco, very much for answering all these various questions.
You're welcome.
If you want to read more about Marco, not on LinkedIn, he just said, but he also published in the book Recht hoch KI an article, right? What did you write about?
Was like adoption of AI, and I spoke also about the law firm structure. Yeah.
Okay, very interesting. So buy the book or follow Marco on LinkedIn anyways, and Logol in any case. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.